Peace to all my friends and fellow Afro-cultivators. I'm Guido. Do you guys remember the Ebos predate the ancient Israelites video that I made earlier? If you did, then you will know what I mean when I say I believe this video gonna add a little more to it, fam. This information is based on public info that can be found easily with corroborating sources in case anyone here wanted to dig a little deeper into the rabbit hole of publicly available info. I'm not claiming it to be absolutely true because I was not there. I am only attempting to give you information to open your eyes to the unknown histories of ancient West and Central Africa, especially to those in North America, because from my view, we need more closer to accurate info being circulated around our community. This is public info, and I'm not an anthropologist, so I'm not claiming this to be the uncircumstantial truth. I'm only attempting to expose people to information they might have missed, especially growing up in the Western Hemisphere, in which for most part in the public school system, pre-colonial West Africa may not get as much attention as it needs. So I'm going to jump past the main link and just post the cited references so that anyone interested in digging can get straight to it. So they will definitely be posted inside the description below, fam. I know on social media and most westernized views, the Maghreb or Northwest Africa tends to marginalize the appearance of the darker populace in the region to captivity being the only reason for their presence in the region. Well, Inaji Muhammad thinks a little differently. In one of his materials, he said, because of Eurocentric injections, darker-skinned North Africans such as the so-called Hadatan, who has long resided in the Maghreb and do not reside south of Saharan Africa, have become analogically alienated from their indigeneity and historic reality in North Africa. And that's not even what gets me about this topic. What really grabs me to this topic is how far back in the times of antiquity these Sudanese or black African states existed. But anyway, Afro-cultivators, that Onyesha beard oil is back on Etsy, so keep that beard moisturized from a more naturally African perspective by clicking the link below. The Tichit culture, or Tichit tradition, was created by Mandes peoples. In 4000 BCE, the start of sophisticated social structure. Saharan pastoral culture was intricate. By 1800 BCE, the Saharan pastoral culture expanded throughout the Saharan and Sahelian regions. The initial stages of sophisticated social structure among Saharan herders served as the seed of the development of sophisticated hierarchies found in African settlements, such as Dhar Tichitt. After migrating from the Central Sahara, Mandes peoples established their civilization in the Tichit region of the Western Sahara. The Tichit tradition of Eastern Mauritania dates from 2200 BCE and 200 BCE or to 200 BCE. Tichit culture at Dhar Nima, Dhar Tagant, Dhar Tichitt, and Dhar Walata included a four-tiered hierarchical social structure, forming of cereals, metallurgy, numerous funerary tombs, and rock art tradition. At Dhar Tichitt and Dhar Walata, pearl millet may have also been independently tamed amid the Neolithic. The urban Tichit tradition may have been the earliest large-scale, complexly organized society in West Africa and in early civilization of the Sahara, which may have served as the seg of state formation in West Africa. Consequently, state-based urbanism in the Middle Niger in the Ghana Empire, developed between 450 CE and 700 CE. Between the 4th millennium BCE and 1st millennium CE, pastoralists occupied the western region of the Sahara. The pastoralist culture included social stratification and evidenced by lavish items found in Tumuli. In the Holl Depression area of southern Mauritania from early 2nd millennium to late 1st millennium BCE, the pastoralist culture developed into various forms of pre-state urbanism. By 2000 BCE, as aridification followed the Holocene climate optimum, the pastoralists had become agro-pastoralists and had established the Tichit tradition in the Mauritanian settlement areas of Dhar Tichitt, Dhar Walata, and Dhar Nimba, based on the hierarchical economy Tichit, Dhar Walata, Dhar Nimba, Dhar Tichit between 1900 BCE and 400 BCE. Within these settled areas with stone walls, which vary in scale, from there were walled agricultural land utilized for livestock or gardening, as well as land with granaries and tumuli. As areas where the Tichit cultural tradition were present, Dhar Tichitt and Dhar Walata were occupied more frequently than Dhar Nimba. The eastern and central areas of Dhar Walata and Dhar Tichitt were primarily peopled between 2200 and 2000 BCE and 1200 to 1000 BCE, and contained some areas with boundary walls served as primary areas of settlement for the daughters of Mauritania. The fundamental unit of the Mauritanian daughters was the extended family or polygamous family, based on the presence of an abundant amount of enclosed areas that may have been used to pen cattle and hundreds of tumuli. Intergenerational ownership of property via cattle wealth may have been parts of the Tichit culture. Planned level streets spanned 400 kilometers among the dry stone constructed villages, hamlets, and towns. Primary entry points of residences with access ramps and watchtowers were also present. Households used various tools like arrowheads, axes, borers, grindstones, groove stones, needles, and pendants. At Dhar Walata and Dhar Tichitt, stone pillars, stone slabs, and stone blocks, which approximate to several hundred in total, are frequently arranged and aligned in 3 rows of 3. These erected stones may have served as stilts or granaries. There were also gardens and fields located within a walled enclosure ranging between 9 and 14 hectares. At Dhar Nimba, there are also stilled granaries, pottery, and tools used for milling. At Dhar Walata and Dhar Tichitt, copper was also utilized. The people of Tichit culture crafted arrows, arrowheads, grindstones, quartz beads, scrapers in workshops, as well as formed and penned livestock, fished and hunted various kinds of local food sources. Melissomum fruits from Ziziphus lotis, Balanitis, Celtis, and Integrifolia, and Ephedra altissima were eaten by the people of the Tichit culture. The Tichit tradition spread to the middle Niger region, of Mali, where it developed into and persisted as Faita facies, ceramics between 1300 BCE and 400 BCE among ground earth architecture and iron metallurgy, which had developed after 900 BCE. During the mid-first millennium BCE, increasing desertification of the Green Sahara resulted in the migration from the Dhars, Dhar Tichitt, Dhar Walata, Dhar Nema of Mauritania. Some pastoralists from Dhar Tichitt may have migrated towards the southeast, and other pastoralists may have migrated southward. Middle Senegal River, Valley of Senegal. Dhar Nema may have served as a transitory area of the people of the Tichit tradition, as the area of Dhar Tichitt started to become vacated by 300 BCE. For Mauritania, the people of the Tichit tradition may have migrated into the Malian Lakes region, Messina and or Mema. In northern areas of Messina and Mema, located in the middle Niger, lithic items may have been brought from the Dhars of Mauritania. By as early as the 3rd or 4th century BCE, migrating pastoralists from Dhar Tichitt may have arrived and dwelt in the regions of the Niger Bend and Niger Delta. As aridification affected Lake Megachad, this resulted in the development of a nutrient-abundant Lake Chad basin. Consequently, Tichit culture may have spread into its southern region as pastoralists from Dhar Tichitt peopled the Lake Chad basin. Some pastoralists may have also peopled the region that would eventually become the Ghana Empire, as well as early Awada Coast. In addition to complex social structure and agriculture, Tamuli construction may have also spread from Tichit through the inland Niger Delta to Dogon country. Following the Tichit tradition in the 1st millennium CE, the pre-state urbanism of southern Mauritania developed into state-based urbanism, nucleation of peoples, and regional specialization in the western Sudan. Particularly state-based urbanism in the Middle Niger and the Ghana Empire developed between 450 CE and 700 CE. And to elaborate a little more on the region called Awadagust, Ibn Hawkal wrote that, quote-unquote, the king of Awadagust maintains relations with the ruler of Ghana, which suggests that at that time, Awadagust was not part of the Ghana Empire. Al-Bakri wrote in the year 1054 through 5, Abdullah ibn Yassin invaded the town of Awadagust, a flourishing locality and a large town containing markets, numerous palms, and henna trees. This town used to be the residence of the king of the Sudan, who was called Ghana, before the Arabs entered the city of Ghana. This former city was inhabited by Zanata together with Arabs, who were always at loggerheads with each other. The Almorabitun violated its women and declared everything that they took there to be booty of the community. The Almorabitun persecuted the people of Awadagust only because they recognized the authority of the ruler of Ghana. So fam, by now we should already know that ancient Hebrew is agreed to have been attested between 1500 to 1200 BCE, but we already have Proto-Mende or Mende-based cultures in Neolithic West Africa. And to the crowd that seems to justify the dark-skinned African presence to be only the result of forced labor might be a reach when viewed from a less of a Western perspective. Let's be honest. The context shows that the Mende-speaking peoples ultimately migrated south from a more northern location at a gradual pace. even going deeper to mention that the locals all recognize the authority of the Hana, which is a Soninke or Mende term for warrior king. To leave it plain, something ain't adding up. Support Afri-Culture Concepts by clicking like and hitting that subscribe button so you can stay in the loop, fam. Also, my Twitter, IG, and Clubhouse link is in the description. And if you follow me on Clubhouse to get started in ancient Hebrew, just hit my back chat, fam. Peace.